This dialogue comes at an opportune time as we are currently crafting the 11th Malaysia Plan, the penultimate roadmap to Vision 2020. Today's discussion will revolve around inclusiveness and sustainability, key objectives of the new economic model, and as such, I would like this closed-door session to be a platform to share our aspirations with you and to gather your feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, we are progressing well on our journey towards a developed nation by 2020. However, as we set out in the new economic model, we must not achieve our objective of high income at the expense of inclusiveness and sustainability. We must ensure that all communities benefit from the wealth of this country and our workforce has an equitable share of the economic pie. As we progress forward on the basis of private sector-led growth, I invite all of you as captains of industry, stewards of leading organizations, to be our partners in this national agenda and demonstrate leadership in elevating sustainability and inclusiveness on your corporate agenda. Our objectives for Malaysia are also in line with a global shift in business strategies where sustainable practices are being integrated into each component of the value chain, with companies now placing importance on the triple bottom line, i.e. profit, people, and planet, PPP. Ladies and gentlemen, a study by the World Economic Forum and Boston Consulting Group, which reviewed more than 1,000 companies, ranging in size from $25 million to $5 billion, and from a wide array of markets and industry sectors, concluded that champions in sustainability practices have consistently generated above average growth rates and profit margins. Sustainability, therefore, should not be viewed as a nice to have or form of CSR, but instead as being good for business and ultimately good for the nation. However, integration of sustainability practices does require a change in the way business is conducted. Corporates must look beyond extracting higher profits from low-cost models and instead focus on value-added operations, increasing productivity and promoting innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a cliché to refer to our people as our greatest asset. Yet, are we valuing our greatest asset accordingly? If our people are drivers for higher value add and innovation, then is their remuneration commensurate with their contribution and productivity? Currently, wages as a percentage of GDP stands at 32.9%, and this is considerably lower than the levels of developed nations which we aspire to become. To sustainably attract, develop, and retain the talent pipeline for our businesses, economy, and nation, we need to be increasingly inclusive in the sharing of the economic pie and our success. We champion inclusiveness not just because it is a foundation for political stability and economic growth, but because it is right. It's the right thing to do. In a Malaysian context, inclusiveness also involves ensuring diversity of our workforce, whether in terms of gender, ethnicity, or age. I strongly believe diversity is Malaysia's source of strength, Malaysia's market differentiator. Well-managed diversity drives performance. Hence, like sustainability, diversity at work is good for business and ultimately good for the nation. We are making good progress on diversity. Female labor participation rate, FLPR, in 2012 was 49.5%, which basically means that just under half of our women are working age and employed. It gives me great pleasure to announce that Malaysia's FLPR has increased to 52.4% for 2013. This puts us very much on track to achieve the target of 55% by 2015. I must commend leading employers like yourselves in responding to initiatives and incentives by the government to promote family-friendly workplace and work-life integration, in addition to attracting women back to the workforce. Based on a recent survey by Talent Corp of listed companies, overall diversity is commendable on gender, age, and ethnicity fronts, with 38% representation of women, 67% age 40-year-old and below, and an ethnic composition mirroring national population, with 66% of the workforce being Bumiputra. However, the same survey suggests the need for greater efforts to improve diversity at top management, with a representation of only 24%, 18% age 40 and below, and only 34% Bumiputra. Further, based on the 2013 data, only 8% of board members of all listed companies are women, against our target of 30% by 2016.